all you lovely people. Another Saturday, another day for making a premium video. Yeah, so we are doing the ADL videos, and in this series of doing the ADL videos, here I am today with another video on how to develop ADL skills. So in this series, up until now, we started with what kind of ADL skills you need to develop for toddlers and as they grow up, for 3-year-olds, for 4-year-olds, for 6 years, 10 years. So now we are going to be talking about the ADL skills for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So children starting 11 years right up to 16 years of age. In this bracket, please ensure that your kid has the following ADL skills. And if the only thought that troubles you before you look at the checklist that, oh, how can my kid do this? No, there's a disability. I can't try. I can't take a chance. Then be rest assured your kid will never get those. And if your kid doesn't get those, then the ones that follow thereafter, those also he will not get. And eventually, like we have all read, most of us read books on laws of attraction, books on so I am a very big fan of all that material, and all of that I read and wherever I get my hands on to. And it says one thing: your deepest rooted belief, whether it is in fear or it is in faith, but your deepest rooted belief will always come true. So if my belief is my kid has a disability, then no matter what you do, it will keep on manifesting in your life, because that is at the core of who you think your kid is. Yeah. So every opportunity that will come where you can subject the kid to something, you will not take it. You will shy away. You will say, okay, next time maybe. Procrastination. Like I was so hell-bent on convincing a parent to allow her 22-year-old to use a lift. And the kind of things she came up with every now and then. And she's like, what if the lift stops in between? Which is what I've covered in the previous videos. I said that happens to almost practically everybody. And then the thought that came was, or the words that came out of her mouth was, but then those people are regular people. What does it say? What is the deep-rooted belief? My kid is disabled. He may never be able to do it. So if a parent is carrying that deep-rooted belief, it is only going to add up to those vast number of people who are the representatives of disability. Alright. So on that note, first of all, clear the toxin, clear the junk from your head. Your kid has a human brain. That you can agree, right? The IQ of a human brain is more than that of a dog. That you can agree, right? If dogs can be trained to do unimaginable things, your kid can also be trained to do things, isn't it? Yeah? Let's go down to the basics. Let's take the responsibility. Alright? So, on that note, for an 11-year-old right up to a 16-year-old. Excuse me. For an 11-year-old, most of the stuff that is required to be done in terms of bathing, in terms of wearing their clothes, in terms of setting up their bag, all of that they should be doing independently. And they can, you have to teach. Okay? 11-year-old must be able to handle money at least less than or equal to 200 rupees. So all the interactions of money, all the how much to add to be given to the shopkeeper and how much to deduct from a total of 200 rupees to expect back. Now I'm not saying your kid should be able to do a math calculation in the head and say 176 and 200, so I need to be getting back 24 rupees. I'm not saying that, because for some kids doing addition subtraction may never happen. Because maybe their intellect is in another or they have not been given that kind of exposure. So we are not going to be stuck onto it. Yeah. So what are we going to do? We'll give them a mobile or we'll give them a calculator so that they can make a quick one. But they must know that if the total bill is 176 and I have a 200 rupee note, then I am going to get 24 rupees in return. Not just simply learn this that you give something, you get some money in return. What you get is okay, whether he's given proper or not proper, you put it in your pocket and you come home. No, not that. He must reconcile that what amount he's got, how much he's got. Is it correct or is it incorrect? And to teach that, what you can do is, you can one time go with the kid, just keep mum, just go with the kid and tell the shopkeeper to give wrong change to the kid. And then tell the kid, find out if you got the correct change. So like this you will do for an 11-year-old, for a 12-year-old. Even for 12-year-old, this is a good goal. All of their bathing, all of their checking their difficult areas, checking like this, in the mirror, is my neck dirty? Are my elbows dirty? Are my knees dirty? Are my nails big? Yeah, do I need to chop them off? Out of experience I'm telling you guys, because I wasn't told all this. My son landed up with a blue toe because I had somehow it had got skipped from my head to chop his nails at age 11, and the nail was so big that it was hitting him in the shoe, and because of his interoception deficit, my Jay did not feel the pain. So it was a major miss at my end when I saw a completely blue toe. And then I saw the big nail and I realized what had happened. And from there I am telling you, they must, because that's when, I started teaching him that I can be delayed, sometimes I can be into something. You must know. For an 11-year-old to chop their nails on their own, again, depending upon muscle hypotone. Yeah, if they can hold the pencil well, if they can do the cloth clips well and all of that, great. Then you can give them, but under, observation. First teach them how to do it, and then after some time allow them the usage and teach them, do it properly, neatly on your own. So your own hygiene, checking your body, especially for kids like my Jay, who had very little interoception and there was a huge deficit. Interoception deficit means your inability of your body to temporarily, I will not use the word inability, again negative word, but in that moment the body is not able to feel the pain or feel the hunger. So, or feel satiation. Like in my Jay's case, we have to stop him from eating because he'll never feel satiated. He can have 10 rotis and still have the 11th one if it is kept, because he's not feeling full. So that is a sensory deficit. So we have to put a, break there, 2 rotis and that's about it, not the third one. And to ensure that he doesn't get obese, put him onto the gym. That is the reason why very early on I put him onto the gym, so that at least if he's overeating, every time I can't control, and he's in the food industry, and if he's not realizing that he's full, then he's stuffing himself, at least he's burning it out. So we have to make such kind of arrangements, yeah, but we have to give them the opportunity. We have to give them the opportunity. So money is one. Management of time for 11 and 12. Okay, for 13, I will come to that. Management of time is again very important. That I have 12 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes to complete this, post which I'm going to lose this. So please make sure that your kid is utilizing that time well. And if you have put a limit and said, if you don't complete this page in 20 minutes, we will not go to the mall. Ensure that you don't go to the mall, or ensure that you guys go and leave him behind. Now that's another one. For an 11-year-old or for a 12-year-old, if you can leave your kid behind in the house with the electrical gadgets and all covered and he's not going to touch the gas, yeah, of course you will teach him for as low a time frame as 30 minutes, then you're on track. Because slowly you have to get the kid to be independent. At least 30 minutes he should be able to stay by himself, all by himself. Yeah, I have People with 21-year-old kids, yeah, 19-year-olds, 20 years old, and the mother is saying, I have never gone down for a walk in the past 20 years of my life ever since he was born, because I can't leave him alone and there's nobody else at home. What kind of a miserable life is that? So for that to not happen, ensure that you are teaching the skill of being by themselves. You can say, on the dining table, this is your food, okay, this is the water, these are the things. You're not going to touch the gas. You put the gas off from behind, but take a chance on the kid. Have a spare set of keys with you. Have spare set of keys if you are so panicking of every room in your bag that if he gets locked. Another thing, on a speed dial or by rote learning, if he doesn't rote learn the names of the insects, yeah, from his school syllabus, trust me, it doesn't matter. Drop it. There is a test tomorrow. They will check insects. They will check arthropods. They will check crustaceans. Like as if he's going to need it. Yeah? Make him drop the test, for Christ's sake. It doesn't matter, especially with the new education policy in place. All of this will get redundant in no time. Yeah? Syllabus will change. Things will change. What will you do with all the time that you lost in getting him to mentally rote learn all that nonsense which you did? Yeah, matching, no, valencies matching is a little later, but grade 11. So, get rid of that. Get him to rote learn your mobile number, please. That's what is going to come in handy. Give him a mobile. If not, at the age of 11, an independent mobile, no problem. We can do that at 13. 13 is an age where you will have to give him an independent mobile. We also want him to learn responsibility of his belongings. So initially you give him an extremely sasta wala, a cheap mobile, does not need to have too many features because you know he's going to lose it. Yeah. If you're very lucky, he may not. But 90 chances out of 100 is going to lose it because it doesn't have the sense of responsibility. And that is how it will develop. A lot of people say, you said this, I gave him, he dropped it somewhere, it was a waste of money. It had to happen. No, that is how he's going to learn. And that is how he's going to get scolded. And he's got used to the privileges of using that thing and calling you whenever or doing things or playing a game. And now that toy is gone. And that sense of loss is what is going to keep him on track next time that, no, I don't want to lose this. So look at the bigger picture. Don't say, I'm not going to get him a mobile, he'll lose it. Yeah, he will. I know. Go right ahead and give it to him. Let it be a second hand. Let it be something which has an MRP of 4,000 and buy that second hand. So you will get it for 1,700, 1,800 on OLX. Because you know that the initial ones are meant to be lost. If he doesn't lose it, great. If he does, you mentally prepared. No problem. So for age 13, 14, your kid must be able to do a cycle ride from your home to at least 250 meters of radius and be able to pick up stuff from shops which are in the vicinity of 250 meters. Okay, so all the नीचे से जाके दही लेके आ, नीचे से जाके दूध लेके आ, yeah, go down and get some curd or milk or get a Fevikwik from the hardware shop. All of that is no longer your job. Now that is your kid's job. 13 years, 14 years. They must be able to. Yeah. Then along with that, they must be able to check their timetable, keep the right books, remove the books that they are not going to need the next day because he has a math book and there is a music lesson and math is not there on Wednesday. So help him. Don't do it for him. Please don't do it for him. Don't take out the books and keep them separately and prepare the bag. Don't be such a good mommy. No, you don't need to. Yeah. Tell him, check your timetable. See, do you need math? No. Look at your bag. Do you have math? Now, sense of responsibility, he'll throw it. Nikala, kahin bhi rakh diya. And the next day standing on your face, nahi hai mere paas. No, you will tell him, this is the space I have created for you in your cupboard. Every day that you don't need, you take and you put here and you close the cupboard. You get that? Okay, do it again now. And you put the book back and you say, I'm watching now, you do it. Yeah? Like this, you make him independent. Before he sleeps, get him to learn, open your pencil box, see, I have enough pens. Does the pen has ink? Does the pen have ink, or is it just so many times my son walked? I didn't know all this. I learned out of hard experience. So he is going to school with a pen that has no ink. 3 pens and no ink. And then one day I get a message on the WhatsApp group from another parent who says he has had a fight with another kid. Yeah, so that parent with whose kid my kid had a fight, that parent called to complain and said, your child has hit my kid. And then when I inquire, I get to know it was that kid's pen. I didn't have a pen, it is not working. What do? I want the pen, he is not giving, I gave him one punch. Not with so much of language, it wasn't developed so much, but the story came out to be this. Because I needed the pen, and so I figured out it is my job as a parent to teach him to check. Open it, see the refill. This is empty, throw. Tell mama, mommy give me pen. Age 13, please start with pocket money also. 13, 14, it's a must. And don't just give it for no reason. Put a rate list in the house. Watering plants, per pot 5 rupees. It will develop multiplication skills. Taking off clothes from the clothesline, per cloth 2 rupees. I've seen my kids literally sitting and counting. ये socks भी निकाला था मैंने, इसका भी 2 रुपए लिखो. You know, and sorting of clothes this much. So have a proper rate list. Filling of water bottle this much, this much, this much. At the end, give them the money and tell them, if you poop it off, if you go eat golgappe, this, that, then for your copy I will not give you. Like this, you build the skills. What are you doing? You are teaching them that when they go in a job and you are not there to support them and supply them with material, they will know, I am only getting this much salary. I need to utilize this salary till the 30th. Because no one's going to come and give me more money. That's how this world works, right? But we don't think that far only, no? But you need to. You think that far and you prepare the skills required. Because it's not going to happen overnight. You are going to need it, need working on it for at least the next 1 year until it sets in. Okay? By age 15, your kid must be able to do an independent bus ride, an independent auto ride, an independent train ride by age 15. How do you develop that? You go with the kid in the bus first time, and you make him do everything and you keep quiet. And you sit at a corner. Yeah. Next time you go and you enter from the back door and you let him enter from the front door. Same way with the auto. First time you go with him, you keep quiet, you let him do the talking, you let him do the money thingy. Yeah, next time you are in your car. So people, you will require commitment. You can't say, oh, I have a meeting. And then you stay in your meeting. Your kid will stay disabled. You can't do that. Cancel the damn meeting. Yeah, if they fire you, you will find another job. Your kid's future will not wait. Okay, so have your priorities right. So, you are in your car. And the kid is in the auto, so you are safe. Where is he going? But ensure that he takes, on my YouTube channel, I will put videos of my son taking independent auto ride. He's so scared, he's just looking outside again and is mommy coming or not. I am also scared, but I am following him, and that's how we did it. Age 15, they must be able to do bus ride, auto ride, train ride. Train also, same way. You make him stand at the counter and say, pay. Ask, Vashi ki ticket ke kitne paise? Ask, find out. Yeah. And then pay. And then take the change. And then let's go and sit. You will not do anything. And after some time, when he can do it, then you are one compartment behind. Keeping your eyes on him like this. So, by age 16, he should be able to go down to a shop and say, Pichli baar ke bhi jod dena. That the balance from the previous time, please add that also. Yeah, he should be able to communicate, give you a message which may not be very simple. Papa had called. He said he has not been able to find the papers. Please can you get in touch with him because I don't understand what papers he wants. That should be the complexity of communication at age 16. How it will build? By practicing. So you will contrive situations, you will tell the father to give a call and give him a complex message which both of you already know. And then you will say, okay, what did Papa say? Tell me. And you will do this over and over again until he kind of gets it. So like this, you have to teach ADL skills up until age 16. Keep working with your kid, keep growing. May each kid win.